unstoppable kick-ass confidence. Are you ready?
Welcome to the Raw and Unscripted show with Christopher Rausch, where we help you overcome your self-created crap without the self-help fluffy bullshit. Now please welcome our host, Christopher Rausch.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Well, not boys and girls. I keep saying that. It's like I just want to include everybody. But anyways, hey, ladies and gentlemen, it is I, your No Excuses coach, back with another episode of the Raw and Unscripted show, where we proudly help you overcome your self-created crap without the self-help fluffy bullshit. Yes, sirree. No, sirree. We are straight shooters here, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we bring you every single week. I think we're on episode like 87. And quite honestly, I've done a very poor job at keeping track of well, not a poor job. I haven't done the greatest job in keeping track of my episodes and making sure that I'm on time with everything. Well, I am on time with everything. Let me just turn that off. I don't need to see that anymore. What's up, Leanne? What's up, Rob? What's interesting is I'm having a hard time hearing myself. So yeah, can you guys hear me okay? I've been having some sort of audio issues lately, but yeah. So anyways, here we are, the Raw and Unscripted show, and what a year it's been. And I just want to say thank you so much for you guys for being here. Richard Rogers, what's up, Richard? Good to see you dropping by. Thank you very much. So you guys can hear me okay? Loud and clear. Awesome. Well, truth be told, I was just rocking out with my Sennheiser headphones on, which don't really look like show stuff. So I'd be like these big headphones on here. So I was like, well, let me just put my little earbuds back in and do my show, do my thing. So thank you guys all for being here. I really, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Rob, Leanne, Larry, Richard, Larry again. So you guys are awesome. So the title of the show, what did I title the show? I titled it something about being unstoppable, having domination, about strategies, mindsets, and beliefs. That's what we're talking about. What's up, Scott Goyette? Dominating goals for 2021. Yes, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you. Yes, can you guys believe it? It's freaking December 15th, 2020. I mean, just think about it. Just pause for a second and just think about that. December 15th, 2020. Think about this year. Think about, for me, it's March 15th, 2020, when we got our first lockdown and we're like, okay, this is going to last a couple of weeks. I went back and I watched a couple of my walk and talk videos. I'm like, oh, in a couple of weeks, everything's going to be fine. Watched a couple more, like in a couple of months, it's going to be fine. And all of a sudden, here we are, December 15th, 2020, and it's been a year. It has absolutely been a year. It's been a year of so many different opportunities, so many different challenges, so many different awakenings, so many burials, sadly enough to say that. So many different opportunities to really look at 2020 as a year of pivoting, a year of adjustment, a year of introspection, a year of saying, listen, has what I've been doing all this time been working for me or against me? Have I been doing things that make me happy, or am I doing things that make other people happy? Have I been taking care of myself, or have I been taking care of everybody else and not taking care of myself? I know there's a lot of these questions that have been going on because I've been doing these free coaching calls since the beginning of March and talked to a lot of you guys, and there's a lot of similarities on what's going on. And that's why I really wanted to bring the show to you. A couple of people had messaged me like, you're going to do a show on goal setting. I haven't seen you do anything really about goal setting. And it's true. Normally I do it back in September or October. I would get you guys set up with that preliminary planning to make sure that you really execute what it is that you want to do. So when I thought about it tonight, I've given countless presentations on goal setting and everything like these different things like that. So I really took a step back and just said, what do I need to hear right now? What would be the things I need to hear right now? Because I too have, had challenges this year in 2020, but exponentially, I have my vision set for 2021. I have specific clear goals that I want to achieve, that I will achieve, that I'm committing myself to achieve. And so when I took a step back and I thought, okay, what can I offer you guys tonight? It's simply the strategies that I'm going to follow next year. And that I plan on having my coaching clients follow as well. And it's pretty foolproof. It's pretty easy to follow, pretty easy to understand. Is it easy to implement? No. But is it worth it? Abso-freaking-lutely. What's going on? I got to get my ear things fixed. I can't hear myself. Dominating goals for 2021. Scott Goyette. I know that loud and clear. Larry, you're loud and clear, brother. Thank you so much for being here. I totally appreciate you. Rob says, sorry, I haven't signed up for the show. Been super busy working on my house next door. Yes, I know you're doing plumbing stuff, man. No problem. Thank you for being here. Thank you. If you catch it here live, you catch a little bit of it live, you catch it on a replay, you share it with 10,000 people. It's all good. We appreciate it. Absolutely. Brian Keith in the house. What was Scott say? We got this together. Let's manifest all of our dreams in 2020. No excuses. Absolutely. There really is no excuses. Thank you, Scott. So, and think about everything, like just the lead in what I just shared. For me, it's about having the proper foundation. When you set goals and when you set intentions and you set things in motion to achieve certain outcomes, you have to have that strong foundation. And part of that foundation is looking at, what do I need to let go of? What do I need to forgive? What do I need to change my perspective on so that I can move forward? It's a matter of what Dr. Wayne Dyer said, if you continue to do what you've always done, you're going to continue to get what you've always got, right? The definition of insanity. So when I look at things, I'm like, okay, what do I need to let go of to become the person I need to become? You guys have heard me say it dozens of times. I'm not the same person I was last week. I'm not the same person I was 2 weeks ago. And I don't intend on being the same person next week. I intend on growing. I intend on challenging myself. And that's one thing I quite honestly, I haven't done a lot of in 2020, but here's my excuse. Here's my reason. I have constantly pushed myself my entire fucking life. And this year I said, you know what? I'm going to enjoy this transition out of corporate. I'm going to enjoy getting to spend time with my son. I'm going to enjoy getting to connect with all you guys. I'm going to enjoy my shows. I'm going to enjoy not being so caught up in the end result and just enjoy those moments. You guys have heard me say it 1,000 times. So when you think about what your future is going to be, you got to look at your past and you got to look at your present. And for me, looking at my past, I could sit there and say I've made mistakes. I could sit there and say, oh, I've done this or that didn't work out. But, quite honestly, one of the factors that I want to talk about tonight is beliefs. And the number one belief you could possibly have, really, for me being a survivor, a thriver, for me being unstoppable, is you have to have the belief that life is happening for you and not to you. And that lends into the victim versus victor mindset, which you guys I'm sure have heard me say. And if you're new, you're hearing it for the first time, it really is that. If you're sitting there saying, oh my God, this happened to me this year, this happened to me this year, oh my God, what am I going to do? If you're constantly looking outward for the solutions, if you're constantly seeking help before you're helping yourself, guess what? That definition of insanity is going to continue to mount, and it's going to continue to provide pain points in your life that you're not going to like. Okay. You're not going to like it. So you have to sit there and say, okay, listen, why is this happening? What am I supposed to get out of this? How can I change my perspective about this? What is it that I'm going to do from this? It's going to make me stronger, right? This year sucked. Okay. Why did it suck? What were the 5 things that sucked about it? And then guess what? Make a list. You got that list? Go attack that. It sucked because I wasn't prepared financially. That's on you. Guess what? Goal 2021, get prepared financially. Got to have the mindset. This happened for me. This happened to teach me a lesson. My family doesn't know what to do. We don't have communication skills. Set goal for 2021. Make sure I'm always communicating with my family. Make sure I have a good relationship with them. Look at it, what it is that you don't want, and do the opposite of that. You have to have that mindset that life is happening for you and not to you, because you will have that victim mindset. You'll have that, what are they going to do? And it's great. I mean, if you're in a situation that you need help, of course, reach out and ask for help to let people know that you're suffering, you're struggling. But I'm just saying, the people that are sitting there going, oh yeah, I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to see if, my unemployment's, paying me more than that. So I'm just going to hide out here for a while. And, come on. No, that's not what unstoppable kick-ass people do. Unstoppable kick-ass people, go out there and take their lawnmower next door and say, hey, listen, I'll mow your lawn for $5. So you got to have that belief. You got to have that mindset. Look at things as like this. You can have this belief that every day is a new day, and what doesn't kill me only makes me stronger. Every day is a new day. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. If you have that belief and you get the tattoo, like I did, you get the tattoo, then you don't stop. I was just helping somebody today. I'm not sure if she's on here yet. I'm not going to say her name, obviously, but having a very, 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 very rough time. A very, very rough time. I can't even put myself in that person's shoes. But what I did was to try to offer support that said, yes, this sucks. Yes, this is brutal. Yes, this is beyond anything you want to comprehend, but you will have to continue going on. You're going to have to continue going through this. You're going to have to continue to say, okay, what else do I need to get out of this? What else do I need to learn? I have to remain focused on the end result, that I want to be this person for this person. I can't look at it right now. I can't look at the short-term gratification. I have to have the belief that this is happening for me, that this is strengthening for me. We talk about it in our group coaching program, Scott and I, that you think about life. Life is an opportunity for you to reach the end destination if you choose wisely. If you sit there and if you look at mistakes, when people sit there and say, I made so many mistakes, and I simply ask them, did you learn from them? Most of the time people sit there and say, yeah. I'm like, well, go make more. And their immediate reaction is like, huh? Nobody's ever told me to go make more mistakes. All my life, everybody has told me, stop making so many mistakes. Stop doing that stuff. Be perfect. Be perfect. So ditch that belief system. You got to have the belief. You got to have the faith also that you deserve it. Doing these coaching calls with everybody, it's been pretty astonishing when I sit there and say on a scale of 1 to 10, well, actually, no, not that one. I'm like, do you love yourself? Yes or no? Don't even think about it. You have to say yes or no. No. A lot of you guys don't love yourself. How would you expect to receive abundance? How would you expect to have your life change if you don't believe you deserve it? The law of reciprocity. I mean, the law of karma, everything that's possible out there is working because that's the choice that you're making. You're saying no. And that's because you're not learning your lessons, because you're trying to stay comfortable. When I look at my beliefs, and I look at when I help and I coach people, one of the first things we change is the language that we use on ourselves, right? Oh, I'm always sucking at that. I'll never be good at that. I'll never have this, or or I'll always be this. 2 words to eliminate from your vocabulary right now are always and never. Do not use those words. No. Always and never can incite a fight. They can incite an argument. They lock you in. How about the word of power of perhaps? Perhaps if I started studying how to take care of my financial abundance or create financial abundance, I would get it. Right? Perhaps if I started communicating with my family on a regular basis, I would know what the fuck's going on and know that my kid's making guns in his bedroom. I know it's an exaggeration, but trust me, there's people out there that don't know what's going on in their son's bedroom. It's kind of stupid. So beliefs. Yes. You have to believe you deserve it. You have to believe that you can go out there and earn it. You have to ditch the beliefs of what people gave you and poured into your brain when you were a little kid. They didn't have the wherewithal to be able to figure that out. You have to forgive yourself. You have to have empathy. When I think about that, again, the words we use: stop punishing yourself. Say you love yourself. Say you deserve it. Feel it. I was punishing myself for so many years. I thought that I had to get to somewhere. Didn't know what that somewhere was. I thought I had to get to somewhere so someone would say, hey, Chris, you're good. You're good. You're all right. You did it. And that somewhere doesn't exist except for within inside of us. So again, the people that are out there trying to change the world, oh, this needs to change, and that needs to change, that needs to change. Of course it does. Of course it does. Absolutely. I agree with you. Things need to change. But guess what? What can you 100% control the change of? You can control the 100% change of yourself. I did 75 hard last year. I've told you guys about it. I still follow them on Instagram. It is absolutely freaking inspiring to see these people going on 75 hard who are morbidly obese and sitting there saying, nope, I'm done. I'm going to do it. And they do it. You see the transformation, like, holy shit. And you read I've read so many of those feedback things. I'm like, why did they achieve it? What? They just got out of their own way. They're like, nope, I'm making a promise to myself that I value myself. I love myself. And if my goal is to be happy one day, then I better start right fucking now, because tomorrow's not guaranteed. And they do it. And that's a commitment. That's a promise. That's something you have to do. You have to make that, they have to make that shift in your brain, in your mind, using that language that you deserve it and that you're going to get it and that you've gotten it. Use present tense language. Right? I mean, it's something that Scott and I cover in our group coaching program. It's something I cover. It's pretty crazy. I want to see what kind of comments we have here. Let's see. Thank you guys all for being here. I really appreciate it. What's up? Dindo, what's up? Good morning, Chris, all the way from KSA. Thank you very much for being here. Randy Chaffee's in the house. What's up, brother? What's up? What's up? What's up? Who's around with the what's up commercials? God, I love those. What's up? What's up? What's up? Who didn't like them? Where's the beef commercial? That poor lady died. What's up? Rob, like I didn't have a choice. I have renters in that house and had to be fixed priorities. I do agree with you on everything. On everything. You agree with me on everything. No, thank you. No, you're a good landlord. I'm the same way. If my tenants have something going on, I make sure I take care of it right away. Randy says, address the suck and beat the crap out of it. Yes, absolutely. Rob says, can't get a plumber to do it yourself. No, that's why I call a plumber. Yeah, that's why I call him. Oops, where are we doing this? Alexandria. Oops, did I get this right? Yeah, that's fine. What's up, Chris? Chris speaks the truth. Love it. Life happens for you, not to you. Let that really sink in. Great meditation to shift your soul's trajectory. Thank you, Alexandria. Leanne, another one of my inspirational friends. Oh my God, Leanne did 75 hard. That's right. Learn from failure, mistakes. They're lessons, not life sentences. Absolutely. I tell people, like, don't even let a bad year equal a bad life. Shit happens. You have a bad year. I had 2 bad years in a row. not too long ago. And guess what? I'm glad they happened because I'm here and I'm doing this because of that. Right. Rob says, perhaps if people don't complain about every little thing. Oh my God, dude, don't even get me started. People who complain. Whoo, wow. Did you go and turn a faucet in your house and have hot running water come out of the wall like magic? You know what it means? It's yeah. Don't even get me on people that complain. Scott says, hi, brother. Hi, brother. Oh, I think you guys are talking to each other. You guys are going to have a little side conversation here. What's up, Teresa? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. So we've talked about past, present, and future. We talked about beliefs. So let's talk about mindset. This is something important. And I really haven't talked about it in this structure, in this way, but it's something that I just felt called to me to talk about because we've been talking about it this year a little bit. But what is your best, right? So mindset, right? I'm going into 2021. 2020 hasn't been very good. Maybe the previous years weren't all that great. Were you doing your best? And again, think about that. What is our best? When we're kids, we're like, Christopher, did you do the best you could? Yeah, I did. All right, well, cool. We'll do better next time. Oh, okay. That's it. Okay. Better next time. Okay, cool. I don't know what the fuck better is. I don't know what my best is. Guess what? All I know is I disappointed you and I got out of it by saying I did my best. Guess what? I'm going to put that one in my tool belt. So anytime, Chris, you did the best you could. Yep, I did the best I could. I'll do better next time. Ooh, I beat you to the better next time. Ooh, I'm good. And then we go throughout life and then we realize one day it really fucking challenges us. And we're like, oh, this is my best. Like I found out what my best was when my mom was sick in the hospital and I was driving 200 miles a day to go see her in the hospital, to go to her trailer to take care of her cats and her dog, and then go home and get a little bit of rest, see my family, and go back to work, my full-time job. I did that for 3 months. Yeah, that was my best. I mean, literally just like getting a couple hours sleep. That was my best. So when your mindset and you're thinking about 2021, are you going into it with the same mindset? Are you going to it with, you know what? No. And if you don't know who David Goggins is, go Google David Goggins after this. And if you want some inspiration, watch 2 or 3 of his videos. Really study that guy. Study him. Go study Mel Robbins, the 5-4-3-2-1. Again, these strategies, you pick apart what works for people and you create your own program. Boom, it works. So trust me, that's why I'm creating this one for myself. So I'm going to take this one for a test drive. So what is my best? My best is getting up earlier. My best is staying up later. My best is taking care of myself, making sure that I'm really eating good food, that I'm not using alcohol, that I'm working out 5-6 days a week, that I'm taking care of my spirituality, that I'm doing everything, that I'm in the moment, right? That's my best. Like, okay, did I go to bed today feeling like I did one extra thing that I didn't think I was going to do? Yes, that's my best. What is your best? What can you learn? What can you implement? How can you sit there and say what your best is? Is it blood, sweat, and tears? So again, what is your mindset for 2021? Is it going to be, well, I'm going to try, right? I was talking with my coaching client tonight and he says, well, I'm going to strive for that. And I go, what's strive? Tell me what strive is. I want to know what strive is. And he kind of paused and went, I've been doing that a lot to people lately. I'm like, what does that mean? Oh, strive. Well, I guess it means like reach for it. And I'm like, and I just looked at, why don't you just take it? Why are you reaching for something? Why are you trying for something? Why don't you just make the determination in your mind you're going to do it? Make that commitment. Make that commitment. Jump. You got to jump into it, as we're going to say on the Unfiltered Experience on Friday nights, premiering January 8th. Little side commercial right there. What's up? So yeah, what is your best? What is your mindset? Again, it's going to take some digging. If you want different results, you got to make that commitment. You got to stop telling yourself, I'm not a morning person, or I've never been able to do that. I've never stuck with a program. Well, guess what? Guess what your body and the physiology of your brain and everything else combined just did. I've never been able to do that. I've never done that. I've never succeeded. I've never committed. But guess what? This time I am. I've never done it, but this time I'm making a promise to myself. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to do it no matter what. I'm unstoppable. I'll figure it out. I won't give myself any more stupid excuses. I won't punish myself anymore. I'm going to deserve it. I'm going to earn it. And I'm going to get it because I am unstoppable. I should make a little video of that. No, seriously, you have to do it. You just have to do it. That's what I did 75 hard. I decided in one day I was going to do it and I committed to it and it was 75 days and it was great. And it taught me like, geez, Chris, you don't push yourself nearly enough. You don't. I'm raising my hand. I don't push myself enough, but guess what? I am. I'm going to take you guys on a journey with me. And I think Scott's going to do the same thing. We're going to kind of just show what it takes to, like up your scale, especially when you're over 50. Mom over 50. He's still a young kid. What's going on over here? Teresa says, I hope you're doing great. How are you? You guys having a little conversation over here? Really good. Oh my God. Did you have the lemon meringue pie over at IHOP? Randy says 2020 was a massive transformation for me. Loved it for that. I'm so damn ready for 2021, not because I hate 2020, but because I've never been more prepared. 100% freaking fire. Bam, 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 bam. That's what it is. You feel that, guys? You feel that? He's committed. He's made the dedication, the promise. He's made the dedication, the promise. He's going to do his best. Are you going to do your best? You better do your best. No excuses. Yeah. I'm the no excuses coach. That's awesome. Good for you. Yes, absolutely it is. And of course, to be my best, am I looking forward to it? You know what? Yeah. Because guess what? If I told myself I wasn't looking forward to it, guess how excited I'd be? No, I'm excited. I really am. I'm excited to push myself. I'm excited to, being almost 52, I'm excited to that. So that's my best. So figure that out. Now, what's my why? Right? We're talking about mindset. So we got our best. What's my why? My why, I've narrowed it down, surprisingly. My why is to live long enough to be a grandfather to Jackson's kids. Simple, right? I want to be a grandfather to my son's kids. To me, that's going to be success. It used to be all about book numbers and speaking and da-da-da-da. For me, that's going to be success. So I've identified success as sitting there as an old man, my hat on backwards, my bandana, probably have some cool sunglasses on just to freak everybody out, pretend I'm blind and be like looking at people going, oh man. No. And seeing my son with his son or his daughter. So what do I have to do to achieve that? I have to take care of myself. Guess what? That involves making choices. Guess what? It involves making choices that I don't necessarily want to make in the short term. Short term. Think about your short-term gratifications versus your long-term results. That's a little bonus for you. Yeah. So I have to make that commitment. I have to make that sacrifice. And I don't really like using that word, but there's going to be a sacrifice. Of course there is, but there's going to be reward. When people sit there and have done challenging things, what do they say? Was it easy? No. Was it worth it? Yes. Just remember that. Is it easy? No. Is it worth it? Yes. Right? Think about that. So you got mindset, you got what's your best, you got what's your why. Probably the next thing would be who's with me. And I think about that very carefully. Over the last 2 years, I've been blessed beyond measure of how many people have entered my life in some sort of fashion who have mentored me, even if it was just for a short period of time or for a longer period of time. Realizing the fact that I was a lone wolf and I was like, I don't want to deal with other people. I could do it myself. I could figure out how to make a postcard. I could figure out how to do this. Right. Stephen Covey talks about, the 5 people you're around the most. So do this, take out a piece of paper and write down pro, con, yes, no. And write down the 5 people. Do they promote you? Do they advocate for you? Do they push you? Do they tell you the truth? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. You need to make sure you have a team with you. You need to make sure that you have people who are going to say, listen, you have made a promise. You have made a commitment. I'm going to hold you to that because you love yourself. And I know you're going to try some shit. So because I love you more than you love yourself in that moment, I'm going to make you do it. I'm going to hold you accountable. I'm going to ask you the question. And then you're going to get pissed off and you're going to tell me to fuck off. But down the road, you're going to thank me because I was the person that got in your shit that made you change for the ultimate success that you're now enjoying. You guys see it? Do you guys see it? When your friends go up to you and go, geez, should I really be doing, shows on YouTube and Facebook? If I just imagine if I walked up with my friends, I'm like, what? No, Chris, you're great. And imagine I sucked. Those friends suck. Come on. Oh no, you're great. I don't want to hurt his feelings. He really likes it. Maybe he'll get better. I don't know. No, he sucks. Tell him you suck, dude. Come on. I froze for a second. I tend to freeze. Thank you guys. And please ask your questions. Any questions you have about goal setting, anything that I'm talking about, please make sure you ask that because that's how you move forward is you ask the question. You don't be afraid. You get out of your comfort zone. I mean, I can sit here and talk about this stuff until I'm fucking blue in the face. Make a point for 2021 that once a week, you're going to do something that stretches you out of your comfort zone. You're going to pick it. Okay. This week, I'm going to do this. I don't like speaking in public, so I'm going to speak in public. I don't like doing this, so I'm going to go do this. I want to go talk, whoever it is, whatever it is, push yourself outside your comfort zone. Make sure you have the right people around yourself. make sure that you are using the right mindset and that you're qualifying what your best is. And guess what? Just that alone will exponentially change your results for 2021. However, I'm not done. Let me remind us I've been talking about. What else we got? I just want to make sure I don't miss you guys. You guys are awesome. I literally love doing these shows live just because you guys are here. We're a family. Grandkids are the best. Yes, I can imagine, especially because you could just drop them off or, hey, they're kind of being cranky today. You know what? I have a doctor's appointment. I can't come pick them up. Randy says, do it, bro. I just became a great grandpapa at 64. It's freaking awesome. Well, I'm going to have to go a little bit longer since I'm 52 and my son's 4. I figure if he has kids, maybe by the time he's 30, I'll be 82. It'll be a while. So that's my why. So I have to make sure I'm really, really good. Otherwise I would hate to have that regret looking back and going, man, all I had to do was eat some more broccoli and not, drink or eat as many cheeseburgers, whatever. Boy, I have finally. Yes. Thanks to my encouragement. Yes. I mean, you have done the work, Leanne. You have been a part of the podcast. You've been a part of the shows, all of our shows. You've been there religiously. You've taken down the notes. You've taken us up on the free coaching calls. You have done the work. You're the one that wants to see the end result. Of course, we can sit here and talk and share stuff but the person that does the work is that's the most important situation, is that when you've had enough pain, right? The pain of staying the same. When you've had enough of that pain and you're ready to light and ignite, those are the people I love working with. I just took on a new client as of yesterday, and I'm super excited because she is ready. She's like, I'm tired of being comfortably miserable. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of that. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for that. I'm ready to get dirty. Let's do it. And you're the guy to do it. Let's go. Man, isn't that fun? I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? You're deciding right now, I'm going to make one of the biggest decisions in my life. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go live. You got to have that mindset. So specific strategies for me, specific strategies for me, that should be a blooper reel. Specific strategies. Okay. First and foremost, and again, I'm looking ahead. I'm not doing this right now. So I'm looking ahead because right now I'm pretty successful and I'm pretty healthy and I'm pretty good and I'm pretty happy. I'm good. I really don't need to change anything. But again, what is that kick-ass best? What is that? Okay. I'm going to get up early. So now I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Actually, I'm going to get up at 4:45 because I know the chances are I'm not going to get right out of bed at 5. So I'm going to set it for 4:45. I'm going to set it for 4:45. Opportunity clock's going to go off, not the alarm. And I'm going to sit there and go, wow, it's pretty cool. I woke up. I'm healthy. My wife's asleep next to me. My kid's in the next room. My dog's sleeping on the bed. Wow. What else am I grateful for? I'm grateful for all these different things. What are my intentions today? My intentions are to be present and playful. My intentions are to help those who are in need. My intentions, all before I open my eyes. So 4:45 to 5, gratitude intentions. What am I going to do? 5 o'clock, my feet hit the floor. Guess what? What's your morning routine, ladies and gentlemen? That's what I'm trying to say. You got to have a morning routine. Set yourself up for success. If the first thing you say when you wake up in the morning is, oh, fuck, it's going to be one of those days. Guess what? Again, the language that we use programs us to go out there and subconsciously find it. Oh, see, there's an asshole on the freeway. I told you it's gonna be one of those days. Oh, I just spilled my coffee. It's gonna be one of those days. Oh, that person was mad at me. That's one of those days. And all of a sudden everybody's like, why is Chris in a bad mood? He says it's one of those days. Okay, well, he's gonna be in one of those moods all day. You guys know those people, right? You guys know those people. It's pretty crazy. So what is your morning routine? So and this is a book. I can recommend it to you. Robin Sharma, the 5 a.m. Club. It's a great book. It's like bright orange. It's up on my shelf right now. But again, it talks about just dividing your morning up. So get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, spend 20 minutes doing some exercise, some yoga, some meditation, whatever it might be. Spend another 20 minutes journaling, spend another 20 minutes reading a personal development book or listening to something inspirational. Figure out 20-minute increments, what you could do from 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. while everybody else is asleep that can grow you, that can push you, that can start your day on the right foot. When I talked about goals earlier, I said the foundation. Okay, so we're going to peel that onion back. We're going to peel it all the way back and we're going to win the day. Aubrey Marcus, he wrote a book called Own the Day or Win the Day. It was a great book, but that's one of the strategies that I use. It's like, okay, we're not going to try to master the year. We're not going to try to master the month. We're going to own the day. So how do we own that day? We own that day. We get up and we want to say, listen, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's time to get up. Let's crack eggs. Let's go. Let's go. Not get up and, oh my God, man, I have to do that. Get up. Have that attitude, have that mindset. It's 2021. It's not the past. It's not anything else. You have now decided to do your best. You have now decided to take it up a level. That's what you're doing. You got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Get up. I'm not a morning person. Well, then be a regretful person. Fuck's sake. God, if I hear another person, their stupid fucking excuses. Well, I just don't have time. I'm like, how does J-Lo do it? J-Lo's got a banging body at, I don't know how old she is. She's like 90 or something like that. She figures it out. She does it. Of course, she has assistants and all that stuff. But what is your priority? You got to make sure your priority is yourself and that you're taking care of yourself. You're feeding your soul. Can you imagine if you spent the next 365 days doing just that? 20 minutes. I'm holding myself accountable to get out of bed. Number one, that's massive. Number two, 20 minutes exercise, getting some deep breathing in, getting the day started. You're reading some personal development. You're listening to a David Goggins. You're listening to my podcast. You're doing something. What is it you're going to do? Set yourself up for success. It may not seem like, oh, I'm not a morning person, I'll do it at night. Just do it. Just push yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get up and do it. Do it for 6 months. Commit to it. What's the worst that's going to happen? You're going to improve. I can guarantee you that's the worst that's going to happen. That's the worst that's going to happen. You're going to improve. You may not like it, but guess what? You're going to like the results. Like I said before, you may not like the journey, but you like the view, right? So that's vastly important. Morning routine. What do we got over here? The time comes when you cannot put it off any longer. Yes, absolutely. Lee, let's see. Drink coffee in bed and watch my inspirational videos. 30 minutes routine. Yep, absolutely. Rob says, always look for the better chase. Look for the better chase, the hero in yourself. Absolutely. I mean, we could talk about that. We could talk about, creating an identity that is like Superman. I know my coaching friends do that, and I've heard about it. And sometimes I've used it in really severe cases where people couldn't find their own confidence in their own identity. I'm like, okay, well, who can you be? J-Lo. I know, right? She's 50. She's 50. Yeah. She's, she works hard at it. And so when I think about that, starting your morning off right, gratitude. The other thing I want you to do as far as a strategy for next year, and this is going to be super complicated, so I want to make sure you guys have writing utensils available right now. It's going to be super, super, super technical. All I want you to do is create 3 goals. 1, 2, 3. I used to do 10, and then I went down to 5. Now I'm down to 3. 3 is a magical number. 3 is a magical number. Pick 3 goals for 2021. Pick them in different areas. Pick a health goal. Pick a career goal. Pick a finance goal, pick a relationship goal, pick a spiritual goal, pick whatever goal, pick 3 goals that will move you forward to where it is that you want to be and will be, that will move you forward. Now you can have a goal to say, okay, I want to have Super Bowl tickets next year. Great goal. Is that going to move you forward in your career? Is that going to move you forward in your happiness? Is that going to fulfill the legacy you want to leave? Yes or no? No. Okay. Wrong goal. Wrong goal. It's great to have that goal eventually down the line. Maybe say what, in 3 years, when I've done all my goals for 3 years and I've achieved the place I need to be, then I'm going to reward myself with those tickets. Maybe I'm going to even make them season tickets. Who knows? So make sure you have 3 goals, 3 in different areas. And then here's what I want you to do. Simple. I told you this stuff is simple. It's crazy. Get this thing. It's a calendar. Get a calendar. Just get a paper calendar. Get one of these things and write down at the bottom 3 goals for that month. So 3 goals for each goal that you have. So you have 3 goals. So now you have 9 goals a month. There's 31 days in a month. A little challenging. Maybe. I don't know. It doesn't have to be astronomical goals, but take your 3 goals, then each month, make 3 goals for those and tackle them each week. Make it a point. Go do that. 2021 will be a much different year for you. I promise you. That's it. That's all you got to do. Simple. There, I'm your coach. I'm done. No, that's not all you have to do. It's not all you have to do. The final component to this, honestly, is going back to what I said before, that professional best friend, that coach, the mentor, the person in your life, because trust me, I've been around the block many, many, many times, drug around the block and driven around the block, by the way. And it's pretty incredible what you can think you're going to do versus what you're really going to do. Let me say that again. It's much different what you think you're going to do versus what you're really going to do. And that's where having a coach or an accountability partner comes in. So I'm not here selling you coaching services. Of course I am. Duh. But I know that not everybody can do it. So here's what you do. If you're certainly committed to all of these other things, it's not really worth it to do all this other stuff unless you're absolutely freaking committed. Like I know Leanne could just jump into it and go, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to hold myself accountable. She did 75 hard. I know that. Find that accountability partner. Find that person. Find that person that you can meet with once a week. Meet with them on a Sunday afternoon and say, hey, okay, listen, what are your 3 goals for this week? Or what are your 9 goals for this week? What is it that you're going to focus on? What is it that next Sunday you're going to come back here and you're going to tell me that you completed? And what is it that you're going to have to explain to me why you didn't? And then why you didn't, we're going to have to figure out what you can do next time so you don't have that same explanation again. You see what I'm saying? You have somebody hold you accountable. I've had accountability partners throughout my life and they've been good. But honestly, I'm slippery. I accomplished a lot anyway. So when I sit there and say, I'm going to do 7 things and I only do 5, they're like, well, Chris, you really did 5. I only did 2. I'm like, well, no, I said I was going to do 7. If I said I was going to do 7, make me do 7. And if I don't do 7 next time, I better say I'm going to do 5. Otherwise, I'm going to have to explain to you why I wanted to do 7 and couldn't do it. Well, Chris, you're expanding. You're doing too much. Okay, well, let's take it down a notch. Maybe I'll get those 5 done. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have an accountability partner. So massive. And just be true. Just start off that agreement. Just start off that arrangement. Like, hey, listen, I know I don't want to hurt your feelings. I know you don't want to hurt mine, but we both love each other. We both want to see each other come out of this 6 months from now, like exponentially stronger, more confident, and happier, right? Yes. Okay. Pinky swear. Let's do this shit. Let's do it. And the first time somebody doesn't do it and they didn't do it, call them out. I'm like, I thought, what? You didn't call me out on that? Why? Why didn't you call me out on that? Well, you don't care. You don't want me to see me succeed? Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding. Keep being awesome, everyone. I'm off to work on my goals. Right on, Mr. Goyette. Thank you so much for being here, brother. I appreciate it. Peggy says, I'm Athena, wisdom warrior. You're a wisdom warrior? So you fight people with wisdom? You fight people with wisdom? Wow. That's mad. That's bad. That's bad. Don't fight people with wisdom. I'm just kidding. No, Peggy Williams is awesome. You got to check her out. Coach Peggy Williams. She's going to be on my show here, the Raw&Unscripted show. I think we just booked that. Coach Peggy's going to be on here January 26th. Mark your calendars. Coach Peggy's going to be on here. She is explosive. She's fun. I was on her show and it was just an absolute blast. So questions, what things you got for me? You guys, I know you guys all don't have all the answers. What do you guys think of the information that I presented? Is that something you're going to stick to? Is that something you can commit to? Because let me tell you something. Whether you do or you don't, I'm good with it. I'm good with it because I have learned that we are each on our own journey and we can want something for somebody so bad. We can give them the money for it. We can buy them the tuition to the program. We can drive them to the program. We can put the book in front of them. We could put the instructor in front of them. They could hear the information. They could write down the words. They could close the book and never do anything with it again. Most people do that. Most people say they want to improve. Most people say, I'm doing this and I'm doing all these things, but it's amazing. My clients right now are people that are kind of like, God, Chris, I've been in every personal development group. I've been this and I've been that. We just had somebody in our group coaching program say the same thing. I've been through all of these. I almost didn't even want to do this one, but they did this one and it was much different outcome for them because we're different people. We're different teachers. So you just got to think about that. You got to think about where it is that you're ultimately looking to get. So for me, I'll give you this little bonus thing. You've heard me talk about it also, is your eulogy. What's your end game? What is your end game? Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? What do you want to be remembered for? Every single day you get up, if you know that vision, you know that legacy, and you make those decisions to make sure that, hey, is this getting me closer to or further from my stated goal? Again, here's a bonus for you. I love asking myself questions. I give that to my clients. Is this what I'm about to do getting me closer to or further from my stated goal? My stated goal is X. We've already ran through that. You've got your three big ones, and you got your 3 little ones each month. And then just simply ask yourself that question. Is this getting me closer to or further from? If you answer that question honestly, and you stop and you start doing the thing that will, guess where you're going to end up? Guess. Anybody want to guess where you're going to end up? If you call yourself on your bullshit and you start doing the shit you're supposed to do, where are you going to end up? What's up, K Frey? You're going to end up successful. You're going to end up there. You're going to be unstoppable. But again, we get overwhelmed. We get emotional. We get afraid. We get all the different natural things that go on in our life, and we can be consumed by those if we choose to. I call it static. I call it noise. It's like the shit that's flying in front of me. And every once in a while I get caught up in it. I'm like, watching the news and watching social media and all the politics and all, my brain's like, and every once in a while I just like, God, I'm not in that. I'm not in that. I don't even have to pay it. No. You pull your head back. Put your head back and go, okay, do I really need to pay attention to that? Am I doing anything with that? Am I just getting mad about that? Am I just pontificating about that? Am I just while I'm wasting precious time being alive with a gift of breath? Oh, let's think about that one. Peggy says, I have a gazillion years of wisdom through my battles. She's my alter ego. Like Sasha Fierce? Sasha Fierce? Wonder who my alter ego is. The Punisher. I'm gonna be like the Kickass guy, and I'm like, my alter ego is the Hulk. Nope. I'm happy to say, I'm proud to say, I'm blessed to say that I'm just me. When people sit there and say, Chris, you're this and you're that, and I'm like, you know what? Honestly, thank you, but I'm just me being me. And that's what I want for you guys, because that is the best place to really be in your life. Honestly, I was telling somebody earlier, we were talking about what makes sense, right? He was asking me, well, it makes sense to do this. I'm like, how many times can you count on your hand that you did something that made sense versus something your gut told you and you regretted not doing what your gut told you, right? It makes sense for me to go back and get a job making $150,000 a year. It's easy. I can do it. Makes sense. Is that part of my legacy? No. Is this getting me closer to or further from my stated goal? No. Focus on where you're going, not where you've been. That chapter's closed. I was working with my client tonight, and he was like, and I know when I first started working with him, we've only been 6 sessions in. I knew something was really important to him in his past. And I knew that he was looking back like, man, if that door opens, I'm going in it, man. If that door even cracks open, I'm going. And I knew it. And I was like, okay, all right, well, I'm going to deal with that. You know, we got doors closed, and you got to be looking at the ones that are open. Right. And tonight he told me, he goes, you know, if that door opened again, no, I'm good. He goes, that chapter's. Yeah. So again, what's your mindset? What's your best? What are you focusing on? What are you doing? Where are you going? Who are you made of? What's your legacy? Those are all questions you have to ask yourself. I'm happy to help you with that. I'm happy with that process. If you haven't taken me up on one of my coaching calls, I'm still going to do them through the end of the year. I'm probably going to stop them after the end of the year. I think, I'm not sure. It's actually been a really amazing process and amazing opportunity. So if you need that boost, you need that motivation, hit me up. I'll send you my calendar. We'll get on there. We'll talk for an hour. I don't even sell you anything. I just talk and I just help you out as much as I possibly can, so that you get off that call, you feel inspired. And then perhaps one day down the road, you're like, man, I want more of that. So it's just me. I wake up every day and I'm like, what can I do in the world? How can I make the world a better place? And honestly, earlier today, I was like, and I asked myself throughout the day, am I doing that? I'm like, today I really haven't been doing. Oh, I have my show tonight. Okay, cool. And I'm like, okay, I'm doing it. I'm giving it. You know, it's life, ladies and gentlemen. It's a journey, and we're sold a bill of goods to say that, you know, we're going to get to this point in our life where we can relax. You know, oh, get good grades in school. You know, go to college, get massive debt, buy a house, get more debt, get a family that you really don't want, be miserable. Wait until they grow up. Wait till you kick the wife out of the house. Wait to have a midlife crisis. Wait to, oh, wow, now I'm too old and too much pain to really enjoy all the shit that I missed, making decisions that weren't in the best interest of me, but everybody else wanted me to make them. All right. Life is short. Wherever you're at in your journey, you can literally stop the insanity and just say, you know what? I'm not going to fucking do it anymore. I'm not. Whatever it takes. If I have to go sleep if I have to go rent a room from the poorest person in the poorest part of town to go figure it out, whatever. If I have to go sleep in my car in my friend's driveway and at least take a shower there, or go, whatever it is you got to do, whatever it is you want to change, figure out what your best is. Guys, you got to figure out what your best is. Got to run. Chris, you rock. Hope to chat with you soon. Sweet dreams all. Yeah, being awesome. Got to get going. I'm going to get going too. I have an amazing dinner waiting for me downstairs. Again, massive appreciation to all of you for being here live or watching on the replay. Please share this out if you find value in it. I'd be surprised if you didn't, because these are my own plans that I'm taking for myself. You can watch me. I'm going to be videotaping my workouts. I'm going to be videotaping. That sounds weird. I'm going to be recording my journey as I get back into shape. So you're going to see it. You're going to see me pushing myself. You're going to see me potentially, you know, at 5 o'clock in the morning, I may do a live video right then and just say, hey guys, I'm on my life cycle at 5 o'clock in the morning. What are you doing? You know, a little accountability. Also, one last thing I'd be amiss if I didn't say this. Scott and I are still accepting applications for our group coaching program. If you missed the masterclass we did last Friday, hit me up in the comments or a private message. I'll send you a link to that. You can see that. You can see the testimonials in there from our current group coaching clients. Can't talk. You find that out. And, this is an amazing opportunity again for you to sit there and say, you know what, I'm going to tell the universe, fuck it. I'm going to go and I'm going to invest in myself, because it's a 12-week program, but I am honestly blessed and amazed at the transformations of the people in that group. I'll be honest with you. They're 80% of them, bam, sometimes other people are just on a different journey and they have to learn more lessons. So, and that's no harm or foul. That's just life. So I love you guys. I love you. I love you. You are amazing. As always, hit me up if you need anything. I'm here for you. Morning, noon, or night. I am. If you have something going on, please, you're not alone. You're never alone. I don't want you to struggle by yourself. I don't want you to feel like I don't want to bother him. I am here for you guys. I'm here for myself. I'm here for the legacy that I'm creating. I'm here that one day my son may be watching this video after I'm long gone and go, damn, my dad was really about something. He was really committed to something. He was really had his values and his integrity and his vision all set, and he knew what he was doing. So that's what I'm doing. That's my why. I love you guys. Hey, stay classy, stay kick-ass, stay unstoppable. I love you. I love you. Not yet.